Hello everyone. We are going to discuss today Integrated Circuit Laboratory experiment number 1. So let us start. The first step is the aim. Let us understand the aim. So the aim of the experiment is simulation and analysis of PN junction structure using a TCAD lab from nanohub.org. In this, we will simulate PN junction device for material, structural, and voltage variations. Also, we will simulate it for environmental variations. So let us start with the procedure. So the very first step is visit nanohub.org and sign up using Google account. So we will search nanohub.org in Google. So this is the browser it will come. We have to select and open up nanohub.org. Next is we can sign up or log in. We can log in via our Google account. So we can log in over here with our Google account. It's already logged in. I have logged in from my email ID. You all can also similarly log in if you have a Gmail ID. So this completes the step 1. Let us go to step 2. Step 2 is after logging in, select the tools from the resource tab. Okay, let us do that. So from the resources, we need to select the tools. Okay, this completes our step number 2. Step number 3 is select a TCAD lab tool and launch the tool. So let us do that. So we need to select from resources a TCAD lab tool. After selecting this tool, we have to launch this tool. So after the tool is launched, step number 3 is complete. Let us go to next step. Step number 4 is from applications, select device lab PN junction. So let us do that. So this is the application tool which is coming up. From here, we'll select device lab PN junction. Before going there, the TCAD is a technology computer aided design lab in nanohub.org. Now we'll select from applications PN junction device lab. So once you select device lab PN junction, you will get such screen. Now let us go to the next step, that is step number 5. We can change the structural and dimensional properties of the device. So here the structural dimensions and the dimensional properties of the device we can change. So here p-type length, we can edit it as let's say 1 micrometer. Similarly, p-type nodes we can also select. So if you place this your mouse pointer, it will show you that p-type nodes is nothing but number of plotted points along the length of the p-type material. So we can enter any value between 0 to 1000. Well, in this structure, if you can see, it is p-type, n-type, and intrinsic. Well, to make it as a PN junction, we need to strictly select intrinsic region length as 0 micrometer. Similarly, if you move your cursor over here, n-type length means it's a physical length of n-type material. And you can enter a value, a number between 0 to 100 micrometer. So that's complete this step. Next, we'll go to step number 6. So select p-type and n-type nodes. So actually we have covered this step. So we can select the values over here. Remember that whichever is of higher doping, let's say in PN junction, P is of higher doping, p-type material is of higher doping. So see, we have to select a larger value of number of nodes, and that is done for higher accuracy. Let us go to the next step. Step number 7. So again, we have covered this. For simulation of a standard PN junction diode, there is no intrinsic region. Select the length of the intrinsic region to 0. So that means this. So this has to be 0, and intrinsic nodes also has to be 0. By default, it is 0. Don't change that. Next is, as per given specifications, set the amount of doping concentration for both N-type and P-type materials. So step number 8 means that if you have a doping for N-type and P-type region given, here it is given as 2 into 10 raised to 15 per centimeter cube for P-type, and for N-type the doping is 1 into 10 raised to 15 per centimeter cube. So let's say I want to change this value from, I want to make it 2 into 10 raised to 16. So I can edit it from here like this. So as you can see, automatically the doping concentration has changed. As you can see, the y-axis over here is doping concentration, whose unit is per centimeter cube. So this way you can change the doping concentration of N and P type material by editing over here. Let us go to the next step. Next is select elements from material tabs as silicon or germanium for this lab. Now we have to change the material. We have to go from here, select materials, and from your material tab, we can select either silicon or germanium for this lab, for this PN junction lab. So that completes this step. Next is step number 10. We can set the ambient temperature between 300 Kelvin to 400 Kelvin and voltage sweep between -5 to +5. So these will be set from the environment tab. So you go to environment, and you can see here we have an ambient temperature by default as 300 degree Kelvin. So this is the temperature. If you hold your point over here, this is the temperature in the environment around the device. So we can enter any value between 77 Kelvin and 500 Kelvin. And this is the applied voltage. So we can set this voltage across this PN junction diode. So for IV characteristics, the voltage will sweep from 0 volts to applied voltage, and we can enter any value between -5 +5. Now this is number of points column. Basically, this will help us to plot with finite number of divisions. That is, if you select higher value over here, it will give you more resolution in the plot. It will set the number of data points sampled in the voltage sweep. So if we consider 20 points and the sweep is between 0 to 1 volts, so 0 to 1 will be divided into 20 small divisions. So that's the use of this. Okay, let us go to the next point. After fixing various parameters on the left, click on the simulate at the top to run the simulation. So here, after we have set the structural, material, and environmental properties of the PN junction, now we are ready to simulate it. So click on the simulate button. It will take around 5 to 10 seconds depending upon the processor speed to complete the simulation. So we need to wait. So at the bottom, you can see running simulation percentage status. Right now, this is around 30%. And once it reaches 100%, this will be completed. So it is starting to plot now. So this completes this step. Next, we'll go to another step. So the step number 12 is select the plot of energy band diagram at equilibrium to view it, and then calculate the built-in potential from it. So from this energy band, it's already selected as energy band diagram at equilibrium. So from this energy band diagram, we can calculate the built-in potential just by subtracting this EC value with the EC value over here from at the P side and at the edge side. So the difference between this energy level, that is EC, and this energy level over here is my built-in potential. So basically the height of this upper conduction band is basically your built-in potential. So here in this case, it is 0.94 electron volt minus 0.268. So that 0.94 minus 0.268 will be your VBI directly. This is the unit is electron volt because it is energy. Let us go to the next step. Next, one can select IV characteristics from the result tab and analyze the device for different cases. Now from here, we can select from the results, we can select IV characteristics. So here you see this is a familiar IV characteristics for PN junction diode. So we can change various parameters. We can select silicon as a material. We can select the ambient temperature to be different. We can select the doping concentration to be different. And also we can select the applied voltage also can be varied either in the forward bias or in the reverse bias. So we can do all sort of stuff and we can view this IV characteristics for a simulated PN junction. And here we can calculate at one value of voltage how much is the current. So here on the y-axis, if you notice carefully, it is a current density whose unit is ampere per centimeter square. And on the x-axis, you have the applied voltage. So here around 0.5 volts in a silicon diode, we are getting a current of around 3.54 ampere per centimeter square. Similarly, you can analyze a particular value of current at a particular value of voltage just by placing a pointer over here. Let us go to the next step. Step number 14 is one can also simulate more than one parameters to view the plot simultaneously by clicking on all tabs at the bottom of the results window. So let us demonstrate this. Right now, I have kept it as material silicon. We can select the material as germanium and simulate it again. So it will take around 5 to 10 seconds to simulate this again, depending upon the processor speed. So once the simulation is complete, I can show you the step for the multiple plots. So the simulation status is around 30%. Whenever it is 100%, our simulation will be complete and we can validate this step. That is, we can view plots more than one plots simultaneously. Step number 14. Okay, so the simulation is complete. Now let us go to IV characteristics and see that what this step means. So we select, go to bottom and select all. So as you can see that there are two variations over here. One plot is for germanium and other plot is for silicon diode. So here we can view it simultaneously, both the plots, by selecting this alt button in the results tab. Next step is, the last step probably is, save all your plots as PNG or JPEG only. So let me just select this as clear one. And let me try to save this plot. So for saving the plot, you have to click on this. And after clicking, it will ask for download as comma separated value or image. So select on the image, click on download. And after selecting this download, you have to change the format to either JPEG or PNG or PDF. Don't select the PS, the PostScript format or the EPS format. You have to either select from PDF, JPEG or PNG. So select from JPEG or PNG options and you can save it. So once you click on the save button, it will give you an option and you click on save and it will be downloaded. You can open it and view it. So I can right click over here and I can view this plot, whether it has been properly saved or no. Let me check that once. Yeah, so you can see the x-axis and the y-axis and the plot and the values in the x-axis and y-axis has all come up. In case if you want to edit the x-axis and the y-axis also, we can do that. We can go to the image again, click on the download. Let's say you want to add your own name over here. So you have to go to axis and we can change the title and we can also change the legend. We can change the axis basically. So we can change the title from here. We want to add our own name. So we can do that. And also we can add the voltage also in it. So this I'm adding my name over here. And whenever we save it, this will be plotted. So let us check now. I mean, it is not plotted in terms of the JPEG file, but you can view it easily. Okay, so this completes the procedure for PN junction experiment. It is integrated circuit technology experiment number 1. Thank you.